Yo, 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 yo. How's everyone doing today? What's up, everybody? Jay Wills from Australia. What's up, bro? Big Bear Bulks. You never miss a stream, my man. Yes, football season is upon us. Actually, thank you for reminding me. I have to. Where the fuck's my pen? Where's my pen? I have to. Do my football pool. Thank you for reminding me. Almost forgot. I got the draft is tomorrow. What's up, Ollie, Lero, Jaden? Fuck you, bro. Francesco, what's up? G. Calate, what's up? What's up? What's up? Trader Zaid, you DM me on Discord a while back. Just DM me again, bro. I must have missed it. I'm sorry. Fantasy football is back, baby. The weather might be getting worse, at least in Canada here. It's starting to get a little cold, a little bite in the air, you know? But what does that mean? That means sports are coming back bigly. Baseball playoffs, football, basketball, hockey. We're fucking back, baby. All right, what up, Bitcoin? What's up, Slant? Robert Kirby Jr. Don't know if you saw my feedback in Haven, but showed a friend that's been unprofitable your system, and he's been killing it, unlike ever before recently. That's awesome, bro. Thank you for the compliment. That's great to hear. Happy for your buddy. This guy says, here in Mexico, it's sunny. Well, that must be nice, hey? Must be nice. Not all of us get to live in Mexico. Some of us only get to go down there every once in a while for an all-inclusive. What's up, Etienne? Bonsoir, mon ami. Comment ça va? What's up, Matt the Vulture? Temp. Donald Cruz from Perth. What is up? Where's the free money, Mayne? Bro, I gave it to y'all. Don't even act like I didn't give it to y'all. Because we're going to start this stream off with the appearance. I'm bringing on a guest. I'm bringing on someone that you guys know very well. Okay? It's me, the Clout Goblin. I'm the guest. Okay? And I'm here to collect that fucking clout. Because as usual, what was going on Twitter down here? Huh? What was going on Twitter down here? Does anyone remember? I remember seeing a lot of charts with arrows like this. A lot of charts with arrows like this saying we're going down here, we're going lower. But what did your boy Mayne say? I did it in the Shitcoin summer stream. I posted it obviously in the Haven, but in Telegram, it was everywhere. And on Twitter. I said, we're getting long here. Okay, we're bullish. At least to the mid-range. And what do you know? Perfectly planned, perfectly played up to the mid-range. So the clout, give it to me. Give me the clout. It's how I sustain myself, is the clout. I'm a clout goblin, and I need that clout. But yeah, very happy with how the Bitcoin trade turned out. To me, very basic trade. I don't know why everyone was bearish right into support. When you have a range like this and you run the high and then run the low, usually some sort of mean reversion is almost guaranteed. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but very common. We also had a lot of high time frame support down here. Weekly breaker, monthly order block, weekly SFP, potential for a monthly SFP, which will close tomorrow. So definitely a lot of people were on the wrong side of this move, which I found very surprising. But just like I was shorting up here with a target of here, I longed it here and had a target here. So we've been killing it, man. So if you've been following along in the Discord, the Telegram, etc., I hope you've enjoyed the free money, because I've given you guys a handful of trades now on a silver platter, stop, entry, target. I don't know many people on Twitter who are just giving you that straight juice, right? Everyone likes to post the P&Ls, right? You see guys, they're posting their crazy P&Ls. Look at how much money I'm making. But those same people aren't giving you the fucking trades. They're just showing off what they're making. So rather than post P&Ls, I can post P&Ls if you guys want. But I think P&Ls are disingenuous, because the likelihood of most people ever making the sums of money some of these guys are showing off is like very small. It's almost zero. I would much rather teach you guys to trade so you can make your own fucking money. Because I'm not going to be on Twitter forever. I'm not going to be on YouTube forever. And I would like to give you guys some setups that you can take, right? So this was a very good trade that, if you like my system, right? The price action, ICT, 12-hour, 1 hour type of system. This is a amazing trade to back test and kind of look at and analyze, because all of the things that you would want to see played out, right? So we have our high time frame demand. We're in the lower part of a range, so we're long biased. We SFP'd into high time frame demand. We had the 12-hour breaker. So we have the sweep of the low. Boom, there's your breaker. Retest, and it ran. And then, of course, on the hourly, there was multiple, right? Once we had this market structure break here, there was multiple opportunities, right, to get in the long. Here's a sweep. Here's another sweep right here, right? Here's the H1 breaker right here. Okay, so there was lots of different chances you could get in on this breaker here. This would have been the best entry, probably. Tightest risk. Again, another breaker right here. So we had a lot of triggers stacking up in this area based on the H12, having all those boxes ticked. Lower part of the range, into demand, MSB, SFP, breaker, all the things that you want to see on the H12. You then go down to the H1, and that's how you catch the big type of move, is when all of those things are lined up with each other, right? So very happy with how this trade played out. Very happy as well as with the targeting. I stressed this in the last video: range, 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 range. So when we were longing the lower part of the range, the initial target is just the mid-range, right? As you can see here, bink. If we get above the mid-range and we start holding, then I will target the range high. But until that happens, I think you just play this level to level. So, that's what I'm going to continue to do. Obviously, if I see new setups and things like that, I will let you guys know what my thoughts are. But for now, I'm very happy with how I got 2 trades in here, right? I took the initial long, and then I took a secondary one. I compounded it, as I told you guys. Again, posted all this shit for you in the Telegram and on Discord. So that felt really good. What other free money did I give you? If you pay attention to these shitcoin summer streams, every single shitcoin summer stream I've done, at least one of the coins we've gone over has followed the plan precisely. All of them don't always follow the plans, right? But a lot of them do. And if you go back and look, over the past several videos, there's always one or two where I give a trade idea out and it ends up being a banger. Rollbit here, we actually drew the RR tool on the chart. So if you go look at the last shitcoin summer stream, I drew this squiggly out and I threw the RR tool on it. And there you go, 3R. So I don't know if anyone took this. I, of course, being the idiot that I am, didn't. because I usually, what happens is I do these videos, I go through all these charts, and then I forget about it. And I come back prepping for the next video, and I realize that I could have made money following some of my own analysis, but it is what it is. But this one worked out very well. Unibot, I think, is interesting. I thought it could get above here, could go up, but if it got below here, I thought it'd go down to this area. And as you can see, it came down here, found support, and now we are attempting to flip this zone. So to me, Unibot's actually quite interesting here because it played out to the downside as I expected there, found support, and now it's back at that level that I wanted to see flipped. So to me, I would update it to use this level here. Okay. To me, I like Unibot as long as it's holding above here. So if it's holding above here, I do think that this can trade higher from this area. It has to hold here because effectively what we're saying is this is a market structure break, right? So market structure break, retest the order block. Let's see if it can send. Obviously, this will very much depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is going to fully retrace this candle, that's going to look ugly. Now, to me, I think that they did a decent job saving, the candle a little bit here. We're obviously going to close as a monthly SFP here. And I do think that, this is a nice start for some potential relief, but I'm not assuming we're going to 32 unless we can reclaim this. So that's very simple, right? Like if we retrace this entire move, we're trading much lower, right? We'll trade back into here, I think. That's a terrible line. We'll trade back into here if we retrace this entire move, and this just becomes, a fake out. So if we're going to go higher, one, we should not retrace this entire move. You'd probably want us to see us kind of hold pretty damn close to where we are. And then we need to get above 28K and hold. We need to get above here and hold, because if you zoom out to the weekly here, right, we do have this here that I'm watching. So this is a potential weekly bearish order block. So what we could see is a move up into this and then back down, right? So it's not a guarantee that we're just going to go up because we get above 28, but a very good sign for, potential bullishness and the potential for trading back to the range high, in my opinion, is if we get above here, we got to hold here. Because we can very easily come above here, fade. We can come above here. We could spike into there, fade. We need to reclaim the mid-range and hold it, right? Because there's a lot of lines you can draw in here where this is just a bearish retest right now, right? So we don't want that to be the case. And to me, the easiest level is just take that June's mid-range there and let's see if we can consistently get some high time frame candle closes through there. If this is going to go up into here and then fade, I think it will be a relatively quick move. So if we get above here and we're getting daily candle closes above here, I think that's probably a good sign, good chance we trade higher. Okay. So for me, Bitcoin, I'm kind of just chilling right now. Like after I catch a really nice trade and I nail a move, I like to relax and I like to wait for the next high probability opportunity to present itself. So basically, in the last 2 months, is that right? No. The last month and a half, there's been 3 high probability Bitcoin trades for me. I'm not saying at all. Different systems going to have different shit. But for me, based on how I trade, in the last month and a half, okay, there's been 3 high probability Bitcoin trades, and I hit all of them, okay? And I shared all of them with you guys, just for my system, right? So the first one was the weekly SFP up here, okay? And then the breaker. You guys remember this one, right? took forever to play out, but that's a high hit rate trade for me. Weekly SFP, we're in the upper part of a range. We're in the premium. Okay. 12-hour breaker and market structure break. That's a high hit rate trade for me. That netted. I don't know. Let me see here. I didn't hold the entire position to target, but the target was the range low. I took some off here, and then I took the rest off when we had this big spike up. But it was around 3R, probably what I got. I don't actually know the R because I just think in terms of dollars now. So that was high hit rate trade number one. High hit rate trade number two, right? And I took some trades in here as well. I took a long that worked. I took a long that didn't work. So it's not like I won every trade. I'm just saying the three major ones. Sorry, guys, 1 second. I have to take this. Sorry about that, guys. Had to take that call. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, three high probability longs. We had the short, right? And then we had the two longs that I took down here. Again, it's not the only trades I took. I took some stupid losses. But what I'm trying to demonstrate here is you do not need to take that many trades to make very good money, okay? 3R here. Okay. Then we had two trades here and I netted out like 8R because the first one had the stop down here, the first entry, if you remember. And then the second trade, which I again posted, was based on this H12 SFP and then the H1 trigger. So it was a much tighter entry. Okay. So between those three high probability trades in the last month and a half, it's over 10R. Okay, that's insane. Now, realistically, you're not always going to win all the trades, Okay. And you're not always going to get the crazy R multiples. But what I'm showing you is with just 3 trades, that is so much money. If you can make what people don't understand, and one of the reasons why I think sharing the P&Ls is disingenuous and all this kind of shit is in real trading, right? Like real traders, people who are doing this full time. It's not like just some crypto punter, Forex guru scammer. If you can consistently make 2, 3, 4R a month, that's insane. Okay. If you can average 3% to 5% gain on your account every single month consistently, that is insane. You can get a job at a hedge fund trading that well. The problem with crypto is it seems like nothing. They go, well, I saw this guy and he just posted a P&L of 50K. It's like, okay, but are you keeping in mind that, he's got this, and this going on, and it gives him the ability to risk 10K on a trade to make 50? And how many times did he lose 50 before he had that one? You don't know. And it's a little disingenuous, right? Like real trading, a couple of R a month, like if you could get 2 R a week, like that's really fucking good, right? And I just showed you 3 high probability trades in the last month and a half over 10 R netted. That's insane, okay? Because now you start to do the math because you want to say, okay, well, remember, everything compounds. So as your account grows, that R number grows, right? Let's say you have a $100,000 account, right? 100K account. And you're risking 2%. So your R is $2,000, right? Let's say that you get 1 R a week. Do you think you can earn 2% in a week? Right? So let's say that you win 40% of your trades. Okay? And in the week you take, I don't know, however many trades you take. I mean, this part, it gets a little more complex, but let's assume you win 40% of your trades. You risk 2% per trade. Your R is 2K. Let's say every week you're able to get 2R. Okay, so depending on how many trades you take, I don't know, it might be 1, it might be several, but you net out 2R positive at the end of the week. Okay, that's 4K. Okay, well, you're doing that every week. So what's that after 2 weeks? Then you have 8K, right? Then you're at 12, then you're at 16. So you're making 4K per week. This is very basic math. This is not even including compounding, right? Because your account, right? When technically after week 1, well, now this is 104, right? And so that 2% is now no longer 2,000. It's slightly bigger. But I'm just, for easy math, I'm just saying non-compounding, right? 100K might be huge. You might say, well, I don't have 100K for an account. Okay, well then do the same math with 10K, right? You're at $400, $800, $1,200, $1,600, okay? And again, that's going to compound and that's going to add up over time. Over a year, it can become a significant amount of money. So for me, one of the things that was eye-opening for me, especially learning from ICT, is 3% in a week, 6% in a month. He gives you all these different examples. Like, you can make a career. If you have a year or 2 of trading data where you're averaging out a couple points every single month, though, you're profitable, you can get a job at a hedge fund. I'll get you one. Send me your resume. Send me the proof. I'll get you a job at a fund. No problem. So I think there's a lot of misconceptions about what is realistically attainable, but there's also a lot of misconceptions about how much you actually need to get to actually make money. You do not need to make 50 fucking R a month, right, to be successful in this game. right? And now start thinking the numbers bigger, right? If you're risking 10K a trade, 2R a week, that's 20K a week. It's 80K a month. Like, that's insane, right? What do you need to be how much money do you need to have to be risking 10K a trade, right? 500K account? Is that something that you realistically could get to one day? Of course. I'm not saying you need to be there tomorrow, but when you break it down from a pure numbers perspective, right? You do not need a lot of trades to make money. You really don't. And I wish I would have just taken those 3 trades. Why? Because I would have made more money because I gave back some money taking a couple trades in here and taking losses. And way less stress. Like, that's why I've shared this system the way that it is because it's chill, right? 3 trades in a month and a half. Yeah, you're not going to be on Twitter every day posting P&Ls. There's going to be people in Discord posting that they're in a trade every single fucking minute. And you're going to feel like you need to be in more trades, right? But when you step away from that and you realize that you do not need to be in all that many trades, right? It's way more relaxing. And again, another reason why I shared the system as I have is because I know for the majority of you, trading is not full-time. You got kids, you got a job, you got a girlfriend, you got responsibilities. You don't have you're not, maybe you're a kid and you're living at home and you don't got a lot to do, then great. If you got the time, absolutely pour it into trading and try and get good. But I know for a lot of you, maybe you're just trying to make a little extra money. Maybe you're trying to make enough that eventually it's life-changing money, but you don't have the ability to be in the charts 24/7. Well, with this system, you only need to look at the chart like once or twice a day, really. That's it. Like, is that not reasonable? Is that not attainable? And so rather than try and show you guys this crazy fucking lifestyle, because like you guys know, I got the watches. I got the Rollies, I got the APs, I got a nice car. I vacation all the time. I live in a nice place. But rather than, and I make good money trading. I have some trades that I make where it's like, the P&L is fucking eye-popping. But there's no value in that, in me showing you that, like, in my opinion, right? Like, you go on Twitter's not as bad. Twitter, the problem with crypto Twitter is that it's the P&L flashing. To me, I feel like it's disingenuous because it's like, look at all this money I'm making, and don't ask me how I did it. I'm never gonna fucking tell you, right? People are very greedy, but then Forex on Instagram is horrific, right? Everyone's in a Lambo. They're 20 years old. They've got a iced out AP, which is ruining the watch, by the way. They're driving a Lambo, and every trade they're winning because they're using some fake broker where they can manipulate the numbers, and they're selling a signal service $100, $200 a month, but they've got 1,000 people in there, right? They're making $1 million a month. So of course they can have that lifestyle. But the math, right? It's less daunting when you just break it down and say, okay, like literally, I think a great goal for so many of you would be like 2R a week. If you can make 2R a week consistently, like, you can have yourself a fucking amazing trading career, whether or not it's full time, depending on how much money you're trading with. You absolutely can make enough money to change your life. I'm not saying you're going to be buying a Lambo necessarily. Maybe if you have a large account, sure. But you definitely can, make your rent, car payment, grocery bills, excess income for vacations, whatever, 2R a week seems a whole lot more reasonable than trying to, be like, oh, well, I saw Gainsey make 50K in one trade. I need that. Stop thinking like that. Okay. Anyways, we haven't even talked about any shitcoins yet. I'm just ranting. Let's take a look at the chat here. I don't know. I'm a little bit feeling a little bit spicy today. I was at the Drake concert last night. Where's my water bottle? Oh my God. I forgot my water bottle outside the room. Oh, well, I guess I'll just fucking die. I was at the Drake concert last night here in Vancouver. Travis Scott came out. It was pretty sick. Yes, Raja Banks, exactly. Those are the type of gays I'm talking about. Yeah, Crypto Face. Everyone always asks me if I know Crypto Face. Apparently, there's some sort of beef between us. I don't know, um, but I know he like posts like really crazy P&Ls and he's live streaming his trading. Um, whether or not that money is real, I genuinely don't know, and maybe he's an amazing trader. I have no idea. I don't really know enough about him. But again, I'm not saying whether it's fake or not. I don't know. But to me, like if when I was trying to learn, the worst thing that I did is I was watching these fucking gurus showing like insane returns, and I thought that's what I had to do. And then when I started trading and I actually started making money, I still didn't feel like I was doing well because I was like, well, I made fucking 10% in a month, let's say. It's like, well, yeah, but that guy made 250% and won all his trades. And then I realized, oh, that's fake. That's unrealistic expectations. 10% in a month is actually insanely good. So that's all I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. Someone wants me to look at fucking Aardvark. Okay. Let's just start getting into some shit coins here. Okay. We'll look at the US dollar shit coin. So I think this is relevant because we've got a H12, right? SFP right here. So you've got to keep that in mind that we could see a decent bounce here towards this liquidity. So if you remember, I still think that we can trade towards this high. Again, nobody was bullish on the dollar but me, but I did say the dollar's due for a bit of a correction. So now we've had this H12 SFP here. So we absolutely could get a bounce higher. If you go out to the weekly, right, we have a weekly breaker here, right? Weekly breaker, weekly market structure break. So we broke to the downside. Now we've broken back to the upside. We're retesting, and you have a 12-hour SFP here. So to me, what you got to be concerned with if you want Bitcoin to go higher is if this pumps, right? If this pumps out to take out these highs and eventually this high, while Bitcoin is struggling, not the greatest look, right? So that's kind of my bias on the dollar, to be honest with you. Based on the weekly and the 12-hour, I think the dollar has a chance to go another leg higher still. Now, something that looks a lot better, is the S&P. So the S&P I love because it just trades so goddamn clean. So we literally ran a weekly high, dumped, run a weekly low, huge rally. It just goes level to level. It's so clean. But one thing that is good here is you look at the daily. This is a daily breaker now, right? Up candle that took out a low. First we rejected, now we're above it. So to me, this looks pretty strong. So there's some kind of, there's a little bit of disjointedness between the markets right now, where I think the dollar looks strong, but I think equities look kind of strong as well. So this is what I'll be watching on the S&P here going into next week, because we've got the end of the month here. I'm not really trying to trade the end of the monthly candle. I'd rather wait and see how things look next week, but I'm looking next week, and if it holds in here and we set up some sort of low time frame long, I'd be interested in taking longs here towards 4,600 and plus. Okay, Rollbit, nailed that one. Unibot, I kind of said, hey, if it can hold up here, I think we can go higher. So keep an eye out on this one. Going into the week, Bitcoin, we gave you the plan, got to get above 28K. Okay. Let's look at this fucking stupid Aardvark coin that you guys are spamming. Aardvark. Oh yeah. Sorry, someone said I should look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, remember, I had the same bias as Bitcoin on Ethereum, but I like the setup on Bitcoin better, so that's the one that I took. But as you can see here, Ethereum, pretty straightforward here. Weekly breaker, weekly SFP. But the 12-hour didn't really give me any clean signal. Bitcoin, I had the 12-hour SFP, gave me the signal. I didn't get that here on Ethereum. It broke below there. This was the SFP, but again, it ran. It didn't give the retest. So looking at Ethereum here, you could say, hey, here is your breaker on the H12. So it technically could come all the way back down here and then go up. Just like Bitcoin can. Bitcoin can come all the way back down to this and then go up technically, but I would rather see it not fully retrace. Same with Bitcoin. I'd rather see this not fully retrace. I'd rather just see it, hold, consolidate, and then pump. But Bitcoin's stronger of the two right now. So this is June's range, right? Same as Bitcoin. As you can see, Ethereum hasn't even tagged it yet. So treat it the exact same way as you're treating Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can get above June's mid-range, the expectation is Ethereum will probably start trading in the upper part of June's range as well. And that gives you your playground of where you can play in, right? But for now, we're still in this lower quadrant. So that's the focus, right? Just like on Bitcoin, we're still in the lower quadrant. But level to level, that's all we're doing here. We're not trying to reinvent the fucking wheel. But high time frame, right? Like really high time frame. I'm still bullish on crypto, and any significant pullbacks, if we get them, right, like to much lower prices, I want to buy. I'm like, I think the low is in. Who knows? I mean, I'm hearing rumors about COVID lockdowns and shit again. Does that happen and we have another black swan where everything fucking crashes? I genuinely don't know. But I again, as close to 20K Bitcoin and as close to 1,400 Ethereum, I think long term, really good buy. That's just it. What it does in between there, I don't care. And my primary bag for the next bull run is going to be Ethereum. My biggest bag. Will I have small coins? Sure. Will I have Bitcoin? Sure. But I'm a big Ethereum fan. Okay, Aardvark. Stupid fucking coin. See, again, you guys are always like, check out this coin, Mayne, that is already up. Is that even right? 74,000%? That can't be right. That can't be right. I mean, anywhere you pull it from. But in the last 2 weeks, I guess, this coin is up thousands of %. Now, keep in mind, this probably has some minuscule market cap. So it's not realistic to say that it's up, it's up, like you couldn't have gotten $1 million in here and it's up 2,000%. I'm sure the market cap, I don't know what the market cap is. I imagine it's pretty small, and it might still be relatively small. I genuinely don't know. But looking at it, not really much to say. On the daily, you have an order block here. So, it's pulling back a little right now. If it comes back into this daily order block, I think probably not a bad buy for another leg up. But again, who knows what this fucking coin does? It could rug tomorrow. I genuinely don't know. But we'll add it to the list. The better question is where the fuck do you guys find these coins? I genuinely have no idea. Max Payne is up. Everyone wants lower. Probably one of the dumbest statements. It's impossible to know what everyone wants, Josh. Like, there's not like some sentiment thing where you can go, oh, this is everybody and this is what they want. And also, what everyone wants is literally irrelevant. If you think what everyone wants, which in my estimation is the people that you follow on Twitter, that is everyone. If you think that what they think matters or has any bearing on what price does, you're delusional. It does not matter. Remember when Bitcoin was in a bull run and everyone wanted it to go higher and it kept going higher, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that, it's such a silly statement when you think about it logically. There's no way to know the sentiment of everyone. The term everyone is so relative. Everyone, according to who, right? According to what? And again, every single person on crypto Twitter that exists could be bullish and price could go up or it could go down. We do not control or have any real effect on what the fuck's going to happen. You know, the big money that is moving the market is not going, let me see what the people on crypto Twitter think and then make my investment decisions based on that. That's crazy. Pepe, come to Florida. Aren't you guys like underwater right now, bro? I'm saying it's not smart to not be somewhat allocated waiting for lower. I mean, yeah, bro. I've already bought a bunch of spot. We're 2 years into a bear market. We traded 70, 80% off the highs on a lot of coins. So yeah, of course, buying some, probably not a bad idea. What I'm saying is if it goes lower, I'm still interested in buying. What's up, Urban TA? How you doing, bro? OXO. Disclaimer, I do own some of this, so just so y'all know. Oh, there you go. I think this must have been the weekly, yeah. So I want to see a higher low form in here, traded a bit lower. But this is starting to look good. So if we can get a weekly close above here, okay, if we can get a weekly close above there, I would like, then this becomes a weekly bullish order block. So trade a little higher, pullbacks into here, I think would be a good long. But yeah, it looks like we ran out this low here and we're starting to potentially turn around. I'd like to see this internal market structure shift to the bullish side. Okay, cyber. I mean, not much to say here. Huge move up here. Nothing on the high time frame here. The only way to be trading this thing right now is if you're scalping. And these are some big moves, you know, on the hourly. It kind of looks like it might be, you know, slowing down a little, right? Kind of looks rising wedge-ish. Just trying to find a time frame that I like. Yeah, I hate that wick on the 12-hour. There's nothing on the high time frame. Nothing for me to do. I don't really have an edge on a coin like this right now. Only thing I kind of see is the diminishing highs. Right, the highs are getting kind of, you know, less and less and less. Kind of looks like it could be building a bear div. But it still is going up. So, you know, there's your H4 SFP right there. But your MSB level is way the fuck down here. So don't really have a opinion on this one. and you don't have to always have an opinion. I would short this if it lost this level, okay? Because this is where it's building its support right now. So it needs to make a new high here. If it fails to do so, and if it gets below here, then I would look to short that. But otherwise, if it holds here, it can make another leg up, and then we reset. But this thing's pumped like crazy over the last few days. Like this is just yesterday. It's up over 100% since yesterday. So trying to chase this long now, probably not smart. But yeah, you'd have to be trading this on the low time frame and looking for scalps. Like from the high time frame, there's absolutely nothing for me to look at here right now. Funding rate is wild. I bet it is. Shia. Is this the one with the crazy founder and he burned like 1 billion tokens or something? Listen, it's come into demand here. So huge sell-off. It's come into some demand. I imagine there's an SFP here. Yeah. So it's come into demand, huge sell-off. You'd like to think that it holds here, right? Like that'd be kind of the H12, H1 setup. SFP, breaker, market structure break. I'd like to see it hold here, but I don't know anything about this coin. And it's going to be very dependent on what Bitcoin does, but you would hope it either goes up from here, right? Or maybe it sweeps the low one more time, right? Sweeps the low. And then you get your entry on a sweep below these lows again, because maybe that wasn't a deep enough sweep. But that would be the type of setup I'm looking for within this 12-hour order block. You need to see a sweep, market structure break, pullback. Dubs. DUB. ZZ. Is this it? Is this the right token? Before I start charting it, let me know, bro. How bad did Kelowna get burnt up? I think like something like 200 houses burnt, which is fucking awful. Couldn't imagine having a house burned down. Just horrific. Hey, Mayne, if funding is crazy high, can you profit by opening a position to receive it? Yeah. So if you're on the other side of the trade, right? So if funding is positive or negative, if you're on the other side of the trade, so if longs are paying shorts and you're in a short, you can absolutely be in a position and make money collecting funding. And there are ways to kind of arb funding and strategies around that. I never look at funding ever. So, you know, another reason why I love how I trade. Like so many people, hey man, did you check the heat map? Have you looked at the liquidity thing? Do you know what the funding is? Did you see the news that came out? Oh, there's a divergence here. I don't look at any of that shit. I use 2 time frames to cash those trades. That's it. It's super, super basic. And soon, I'm going to have a fucking fucking indicator for you guys that does the fucking shit for you. Like this is what I've been working my fucking ass off on recently. Right? So like this will draw out. This is your H12 market structure. Like you'll draw out your market structure levels. It'll draw out the SFPs and it will also draw out entries. So you can see here, SFP, there's your break in market structure. This is your entry. So it tells you short based on the H12, H1. You can even get it to calculate the risk for you. And then it will show you when the entry triggers. And then it fucking, again, here's the long, right? So it's pretty fucking cool. So the trades I took on Bitcoin, look, remember this trade I talked about here? It picked up both of them, which was awesome. So once this thing loads, there you go. Trade number 1, remember? Trade number 2. So it identified both. It would have taken a short here. So you would have gotten stopped out on that short, right? Because we had the SFP, break in market structure. I don't like that it took this short because to me, we're in the discount of the 12-hour range and there's no bearish POI here. But we're still beta testing it. We're still working out the kinks. But it's pretty cool. Like this is the exact long that I took. The bot picked up the exact long here. It picked it up as well. It got short before the dump here. So again, little tricky area here. Caught this long, got in a short. This one never got stopped out. Took another long here, would have gotten stopped, but took another short after. So caught both 2 short opportunities before the major sell-off. The short that I took way back here, caught that as well. So it's still a bot. We're still in beta testing phase. If you want to see it, go into my Discord, and we have an indicator channel now where we're posting. And what's cool about, like, to me, it's not even the trade ideas portion of it. To me, I don't really care about that. It automatically will draw your range levels and your POIs, and it also, we're coding it so it can send alerts. So if there's an H12 SFP on Bitcoin, it will send an alert to the fucking Discord, right? And you can toggle that to do whatever you want, any time frame, any asset, and it can send you text-based signals to Discord or Telegram, letting you know. And so when you're just trying to flick through a bunch of charts, it can save you a lot of time. Instructions to get in my Discord are on my website, www.tradermayne.com. Okay, yeah, this is dubs. Let's look at dubs here, bro. Damn, this one did a whole lot of nothing for a long time, hey? Imagine owning this from back here. And in 6 months go by, it's just getting shit on. And then you sell, and then it goes up 2,000%. That is pain. Pain.exe. Okay. So we got a big H12 SFP here. Okay, so we can clear that H12 high. That becomes very exciting. Like if we get above there, from a lower time frame perspective, yeah, you kind of missed the entry already, but this is the perfect H1 entry right here. Right, here's your breaker. H1 MSB is right here. So it's MSB'd, retest. So I think this definitely is going to trade. I hate how they move some of this shit around. From here, right, based on the H12 sweep, H1 entry, it should at least trade to the H12 high. And then if it gets a close through the H12 high, right, then this becomes an H12 breaker, and you're looking to buy pullbacks of that. But yeah, that one looks pretty decent. You're in from $2. Yeah, like that's the ideal. If I was watching this back here, that's exactly where I would have entered based on the H12, H1. $2. WLD. Looks like shit, bro. Find a better coin. So it's like the person who asked me about Synapse last video. Like, can it go up? Yes, but this looks way better. This looks potentially better. This is going way higher. This chart looks better. Rollbit looks better. Fucking Bitcoin and Ethereum look better. Like this looks like shit. So why would you want to trade a coin when the chart looks like this? Like why are you trying to long this thing? If you're trying to short it, H12 SFP right there. Unfortunately, the breaker is super far away. Kind of ugly, but this looks bad. I don't know. There's better looking coins to trade than this. Took out the highs, fully rejected. I think it probably continues to trade lower. Just looks like, again, I have no idea what this coin does, but this looks shitty. Better looking charts out there. Better places to focus your energy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no point in trying to force yourself, right? Like, if this thing's going to go up at any point, right? Like, look at the weekly. Like, if this thing's going to go up, go to a high time frame and wait for a market structure shift. So this is the daily chart, okay? This is your daily swing high right here. This thing's going to go higher. Wait for it to get above there. Yeah, that means you're not catching the bottom. You might miss the first part of the move. But if it can shift daily market structure to the upside, there's a good chance that it's actually going to bounce pretty hard. But until then, why bother, right? Look at what's happened here. It goes down. Here's the daily high. Bounces, it's not even near it. Here's your new daily high. Bounces, not even near it. Here's your new daily high. Okay, bounced up, not even close. So until it starts shifting higher, wait for it to get a market structure shift on a decently high time frame, and then by all means, you can go in and try and long these things. Like if you don't want to wait for the daily, okay, let's look at the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour level unfortunately is the same, right? You could argue it's this. Here's the 4 hour. Actually, no. Okay, so the 4 hour has shifted, for example, right? So the 4 hour has shifted, potentially is bullish. So what does that mean? Well, now you need to see price hold kind of down here. You want to see this become a higher low and then a continuation of this new trend. So again, rather than just trying to knife catch, find a high time frame, look for the market structure level and wait for price to put in something bullish before you just try and get in. You cannot message this user because you're not verified. You can't DM me on Twitter. Okay, DM me on Instagram then, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of coins that don't look that bad. This is not one of them. Ocean. Let's see here. I mean, this thing looks okay. Monthly SFP. I'd want to see it hold above here. Right? Like if this thing's going to trade higher, I think that this needs to be kind of where the higher low is. Tenet. Is that it? Or is it with two N's? Which one is it? Is it this one? A lot of better looking coins. I don't like it. Guys got to give me some shit that doesn't look like absolute ass. ARB doesn't look great. Like, I don't know. I would like to buy this if it can sweep that monthly low. Seems like we're so close to there. So I'd like to see it run that monthly low before I get interested. I want to see it trade below here, and then we can see if it sets up something. I'm not looking at OX because that's Suzu and Kyle's fucking coin. Fuck those guys. Sorry, guys. Sand H4 M15 giving entry now. Let's see. Let us see, brother. I mean, I don't really see. Right, there's your H4 range. And you could argue this is your entire order block, I guess. M15 though, I don't see anything setting up here right now. Need some sort of SFP, so I don't see it. Yeah, I just did a Mitch McConnell. I'll take a look at Soul and I'll probably fucking pack it in, guys. Still a little hung titty after the concert. Yeah, I mean, so this is, to me, a very critical area for Solana, right? Like, we have a big monthly SFP here, right? Monthly SFP into that demand. Go down to the weekly. This is your weekly breaker. Took out last week's, or that low from 2 weeks ago. So you really want to see Solana pump from this gray box, in my opinion. Like, this is a weekly breaker. If this shit is bullish, it should go up from here, right? We've retraced over half of this move. So it should go up from here if it's bullish, or at the very least, it should start putting in bullish PA here. So what do I want to see? Well, on the H12, we're just consolidating, right? So I like that we have a low taken here, but now I want to see the high that took that low get taken out. Maybe we put in another SFP, but then you need to see a low get taken out, right? And then the high that took the low get taken. You need that market structure shift. That's what you need to see. And then that's a clue that maybe this consolidation is going to break up. What's up, Bubba? How you doing? Your beard is soaking wet, bro. What are you doing? I'm not letting you under the desk with that wet beard. Come on, bro. But yeah, I would like to see Solana go up from here, ideally, based on the weekly breaker here. LTC, oh my God, why? I mean, there you go. That was my analysis on LTC last time, down to there. You know, fucking that played out. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck LTC. Looks like shit. Like maybe it's gonna put in a monthly SFP here, right? Maybe. So it could be putting in a monthly SFP. If that's the case. But it would need to trade back above here before I'm interested in longing it. SFP means swing failure pattern. All right, guys. Real quick, I almost forgot. Got to give a shout out to the sponsors of these streams. So if you guys enjoy the streams, I highly suggest you check out the sponsors. If you want to support me, best way to do it, people making this shit possible, SmartX. So they're trying to change the way the DeFi game operates. They're looking to be an entire DeFi ecosystem going into the next bull run. They have their token. I've mentioned before, it's gone deflationary. So every time there's a transaction, the actual SDEX token's getting burned. It works like a Uniswap. You can go on there. It's multi-chain. You can do all of your DeFi needs, farming, staking, all of that good stuff. Obviously swapping, bridging as well now. They've implemented bridging. So you can bridge between different chains. So they're continuing to iterate. Every time I do a video, they have a new feature. There's a new partnership. If you check out their Twitter, they're always working on something. They're always partnering with a new company. They're offering more stuff. So it's good to see a company that is building in the bear market. And then obviously the biggest thing that they've done is they've kind of solved that impermanent loss issue. Whereas if you were to stake some tokens, the value of those tokens change. You could have impermanent loss. So they've found a way around that and turned it into impermanent gain, which is pretty cool. So if you want to support me, best way to do it, support the people who are sponsoring these videos. So check out SmartX. They've got some of the highest APRs in DeFi right now. Again, multi-chain, tokens deflationary. But shout out to the SmartX team. Thank you so much for continuing to put these videos out for you guys. We've been doing this new stream for like 3 months plus now. I think it's going really well. So yeah, appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back with a Markets with Mayne stream. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. I'll try and get one out maybe on Friday or something like that. Friday or maybe on the weekend. Definitely by Monday at the latest. But yeah, if you want to support me, check out SmartX. Thanks to SmartX team for the constant support. Thank all you guys for tuning in and watching as always. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're having trouble getting into my Discord, go into Instagram, same username, Trader Mayne, spelled the exact same way. DM me on there and I will get you into my Discord. You can learn more about the indicator that we got going on in there. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.